Yeah.
That's very hard. But for me, like when people encroach on our parents, like I said, how much time do you really have? But I'll start with my aunts and uncles. Well, first of all, it's no secret, right? Like especially your branch, like like Uncle Chris, Auntie Carol, you, Dave, everybody, like my favorite people on this planet. If Chris and Carol come to town, all you gotta do is text me. I will be on the highway in 30 minutes. I don't care where you are. I will be there. You know what I'm saying? And I love, like, especially like the last time you were here, like we really got to connect, and it was really cool. Like, and I love those times.
Yeah, we talked for like 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, just me and you, which you never had, which is awesome. So, you know, and then like me and your dad and your mom talk, and you know, that only happens like once every couple years. You know what I'm saying? And well, actually, the last time you guys came here a few months ago, like you guys actually didn't see anybody because you know, like we had some family like emergency sickness and all that stuff. But most of the time, when you guys come to town, it's like I almost pretty much gotta like schedule a time because you know you gotta make your rounds. You gotta go see these people over here, then these people and these people, and it sucks because it's like these are my favorite people in the world. Like they're mad busy, so I just can't call them on the phone. Like I can call you, but like.
I know for me, I've never, anytime we've come to town, I've always made it a point. I was just like, I'm not going. If mom and dad were going to visit somebody, I just didn't go.
Yeah.
Wherever I was staying, that's where I would stay because I'm just like, I'm not here for that. And it's not any offense to, like, I mean, I grew up with these people I genuinely love and would absolutely love to see, but it's just like, I'm not
the time.
I don't have the time. I'm not even in, especially the times that we have come down. It's just like, I'm not even in the emotional state to even begin to like try to catch you up on everything that's going on with me. Like my family already knows, so I ain't even got to go through all of that. Yeah. I'm here for my family. I'm here to come see my family. Whatever the situation is, because I mean, when it comes down to it, it's just like, I don't know when the next time I'm going to see them.
And people don't realize that. So like, maybe not you, but like this is like with Uncle Chris and Carol, like except for this last time, like most of the time they go see these people and these people and these people. So they might be here for 5 days, but only have like a day to cram in 2 years worth of conversation and worth of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard. It's hard when like, you know, these are like, you know, you love these people, you want to talk to them like all the time and stuff like that, but like we're busy. So like, you know, you really can't. And you know, when they do come, they gotta like spend time with all these other people. So it's like, maybe it's not really people encroaching themselves, but also it's just a fact.
And I know mom and dad, they've actually been intentional, especially for the past couple trips. It was like the past 2 or 3 trips that we've made there. They've made it real intentional, like that we're not here to make rounds or come and see everybody. Yeah. And if anything, like if you want to see us, come to where we are. If they even let them know where they're staying at the time, because we've stayed in so many different places every time we've come down. But it's like when we make a trip to town, unless it's for like the church anniversary or there's a special event, or even if we're just coming down for the holidays or something like that, it's just like, well, the only reason why we're coming down really is still just to see family. And so that's been, especially nowadays, especially with you know, stuff going on with the grandparents, is just like there's no way they're gonna try and make rounds, and even in this there's no way they're gonna
but also like something else, like even not recently, like I remember like as a kid growing up in Metro, like after service, like people would crowd our family, not just on random events, like
our particular side of the church. 100%.
Because you know, like the Green family, typically they sit like in the first couple rows on the left hand side. If you're looking this way, like the first couple rows on the left hand side or whatever. So like after church, they would like crowd them pretty much
Yeah.
just talk to them and stuff. And it's like, as a kid, obviously, like if an adult is coming to talk to you versus a kid, obviously the adult's gonna win. So like now I gotta sit there and wait for hours till you get done talking to my aunts and uncles or whatever until I get a turn. And it's like,
Right. Like,
come on, man. It's like first of all, you see these people every week.
right.
And I don't know, like just things like that. Man, what else? Also, this is small, but we talked about this. It's encroaching, kinda, if you want to call it that. When certain people call your aunts and uncles auntie. As an adult, that actually doesn't make me mad. But as a kid, that used to make me
As
really
a kid,
mad.
that
That is
would make
not
me
your
furious.
auntie.
And even I ain't gonna
auntie.
lie, even to this day, some people, there are others who have earned that right. They have literally earned that right.
Nobody's earned. In my opinion, nobody's earned that right. If that is not your actual aunt, no. Well, because here's the thing. I actually don't mind it now because I think it's really cool when you think about it because it's like you have made an impact on somebody's life so much to the point that they want to call you an uncle or like even grandma and grandpa, they want to call them mom and dad. I think that's actually pretty cool. But as a kid, no, like that is not your auntie. Like, no, relax. Stop it. Okay? Stop it.
When I say like there's only like 4 or 5 people that I was 100% okay with it.
I was giving nobody. Nope.
Not it. About a handful that I was okay with.
Zero.
But and even then, for me, it was just like the only reason why is because 1, they were leadership kids, and 2, because they were around them as much as we were. So for me, that's what it. I'm not gonna say it didn't irk me to a certain extent, but for me, it was just like you do kind of earn that right because you still treat them the way I do. Like you honor their time. You like they're doing this. By all means, let them do it to completion. Blah blah blah. Go on with their day. Like that's how I felt about it. Now how my aunts and uncles felt about it, I don't know.
I know grandma. I remember when I was a kid, I used to ask grandma like how she felt about people calling her mom, and like I don't think she really liked it. I think she kind of accepted it. I don't think she liked it.
I believe it.
I don't think she
grandma.
Really
I believe
one of those
that.
Things where it's like it is what it is. I'm gonna just take it because it is like a respect thing. So it's like that's good. But I don't think she really liked it.
Yeah,
I don't know about grandpa. I never asked him, but
I feel like grandma. The grandma was she was so nice, but she still had a way of like insulting you with a smile, and it was great. It was such an art.
Yes, I need to learn.
If you think you were insulted by grandma at one point or another, it was just like, was that an insult? No, you were. She did it with a smile too, and you didn't even notice. Yeah. And I'm just now letting you know, and it's already too late.
Yeah. But also one more thing before we move on, one more other way, a big way I feel like people encroached on I talk about my aunts and uncles, but like on my parents. So like for anybody who knows me or knows my family, knows my dad had a heart attack when I was in 6th grade. Yeah, like 2008, 2009, I was in 6th grade. And it was, like I said, like whenever something happens within our family, people like flood the hospital. Don't know how you know where we are, but that's neither here nor there. Right. So, people will flood the hospital, and it's like, it's weird because I know some of those people who come to the hospital either A, don't like our parents, B, be talking about them, C,
they come there to gloat.
Come there to gloat. D, you just want to get you're just nosy. You just nosy. You know what I'm saying?
Like you saying all this and all you preaching all this, you preaching all that, and then look where you end up. You end up in the hospital. Like, and it's not like and you sitting here thinking like you wondering why most of the green kids don't like you.
Yeah,
like we know
because we're not stupid. And you know what I mean? And because like we said, like our parents tell us stuff. Now I ain't saying they tell us everything, but they tell us stuff. Like we know who likes them and who doesn't. So like to see you at the hospital
and you trying to be nice to us, and then we give you a look like what do you? Why do you even talk? Like for me, like what are you even talking to me for? I know why you were even here.
Yeah.
Get out.
And it's like you're praying, but like, are you real? That makes me think. Like, I know you're like praying, but are you really praying? Are you praying that
Right.
they get healed? Like, I don't know what you're praying for. You could be praying that they don't make it. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. So it's, I think a time where I really felt encroached upon was when my dad was in the hospital. Both times, because he had like a second little heart
Mhm.
episode when I was a sophomore in high school. So about like 5-ish years later. Yeah, 4 or 5 years later. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So both times, the second time wasn't as bad, but like the first time, yeah, like there are people who came to the hospital, and it's like, and even my dad will tell you, like when we eventually told him about who was all at the hospital, like he was genuinely shocked. Like he was like, I didn't think that many people would come to the hospital just because like there people don't really like us for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I think
100%.
when you come to a hospital when we're already in a vulnerable state, we don't know what's going on, we're praying, we're emotional, blah blah blah, and you're just coming just to be nosy or to gloat or to just kind of, I don't know, like not come in the best intentions, like
Right.
that's like, that's not even really an encroachment, that's a violation. Like I
Yeah.
feel violated.
Oh yeah.
I don't feel like, I'm already, and I'll tell people like that was probably like the worst time of my life mentally, so being in that state, or like being going through that, and being surrounded by some people who
Mhm.
weren't in the best of intentions, who really didn't like my dad or get along with my dad for whatever reason. Actually,
Mhm.
probably it was their fault. My dad gets along with everybody, but
That's a fact. That's
so
actually a fact.
that's actually a fact. I'm not even saying that because he's my dad. You can ask anybody. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even saying that just because he's my father
Nicest man on the planet.
on the planet. Okay, so like you don't like my dad for
I
whatever
wish I could be that nice. I can't.
like
I'm named after him, but I'm not that nice.
like when you come, like I don't know, it's weird. So like it's not just an encroachment, it's a violation. And also I feel like that's also why I feel like as pastor kids, we also have what I call automatic BS detectors. So like
Yes.
I can come, like if you're coming and be like, hey, how are you? And you give me a hug, like get out of my face, yo. Like of course I can't say that, but like
Yeah.
get out of my face.
Like
Like
you don't care.
you
You
don't
don't.
care.
And like
Fuck that,
we
yeah.
like if we like for me if how you can tell if we genuinely like you or not is if we talk to you. Like that
Yeah.
it's just that easy.
Yeah.
If we talk to you 100%, or we actually come up to you, like we genuinely like you if we come up to you or we actually talk to you, or it can be like, hey, this is what's going on in my life.
Yeah. And also, I would say yes for when you're older, but like when you're younger, like you'll talk to anybody, you're a kid. And I
Right.
feel like also people kind of play up on that to like get some like
Yeah.
information, get some tea. Then
Yeah.
like, which is also weird behavior for an adult to do, but it
Yeah.
happens. Like go to the kid, be like, oh, how you doing? Like what's going on? And then like, obviously you're a kid, you don't know. So like
Right.
you'll tell them what's going on and like what you're feeling and stuff like that. And then they start to talking. So yeah, so there for me, when I felt encroached upon with my actual parents, is like when my dad had his heart attack. But I guess like with my aunts and uncles and stuff, it was just kind of just holidays every Sunday, birthdays, celebrations, just really anytime. So, and next question. When did you feel the tug of God on your heart to follow in your parents' footsteps? And even have you? Because you may not know.
I I would say I am following my parents' footsteps, but also not. Um, as far as like multimedia stuff, is all the people who know, especially all the people who know my dad. Yeah, I'm work ethic and all, just like him as far as multimedia is concerned. Um, I love it. I mean, I'm glad he introduced it to me as a kid. But it was, I would say I felt the call of God after we moved, or the tug of God after we moved. Like a genuine like pull. Of course, like growing up in St. Louis, growing up in Metro, like like you get saved and as a kid and you're just like, okay, I'm saved. That's about it. Um as far as I was concerned, especially as a kid, I thought I was going to grow up and die in St. Louis. That was just one of those things. As a kid, all you know is whatever.
So, you know, yeah.